This is interesting as well. Similarities between the Browns heading into the 2023 season and the Eagles heading into the 2022 season. Elite offensive line, check. Mobile quarterback with elite potential, yep. Top running game, I would argue the Browns' running game is a whole lot better than the Eagles was, but that offensive line does matter. Defensive line led by an elite pass rusher. Darts taken through the secondary. So when you look at it bullet point by bullet point, you can see the similarities between the way the Browns were built and the way the Eagles were built.
And now, look, if you go off the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles and you go off of what we all know was, Deshaun Watson and what everybody thought Deshaun Watson was going to be before, the career got off the tracks a little bit. Are you going to tell me in 2022, Jalen Hurts, as the season started, anybody thought that his ceiling would be Deshaun Watson-esque? You would still think that Deshaun Watson is obviously a better player. As you mentioned, the running game is another thing. I think the Eagles' defensive line, because they were so good on the interior, is probably a better unit than what the Browns are going to run out there to this point for what we think is going to be 2023. But yeah, you're checking boxes, and it's about secondary play. It's about defensive line play on defense. Let's be honest. I mean, everybody wants to talk about linebackers, and well, that's great. But you want to know what? I want to have the lead. So you want to know what? 1st and 10, if I make it to 2nd and 7, guess what? I'm getting defensive tackles off the field anyway. I'm getting linebackers off the field anyway. I am playing secondary players. I am playing pass rushers because I have the lead, and that's the way my plan is. On offense, it's to have a plethora of playmakers, which the Browns do. They are 3 deep at tight end. They are 5, easily 6 deep at wide receiver. We all know what Nick Chubb is going to be capable of here. The question is, Jerome Ford is going to be able to handle what should be 140-plus increase in touches from his rookie year, but you look at what he did as a kick returner. I don't think anybody was expecting him to do that well, and he did. You think the opportunity for him is there. I think he's going to get a lot more carries, and you're going to use maybe Nick Chubb a little bit more in the passing game because that's the easiest way to get the best out of Nick while also maybe sparing him some hits. But this team is built. And, yeah, to say it's built similar to Philadelphia, well, we all know where Andrew Berry basically went to go mentor, to become a general manager. Obviously, they pluck people away from each other all the time as far as, front office personnel. So, it's not really that odd to say, hey, the Browns seem similar to the Eagles, because I'm sure Andrew Berry would look down to his buddy down in Howie Roseman in Philadelphia and say, hey, thanks for teaching me the few things I did not know.